Okay, today we're going to show you a simple style that you could do on your hair if you were going to a wedding or a special event and you wanted to put your hair up. So we're going to start with our curls as they are. We're not going to manipulate them yet. And we're going to just softly gather some of the pieces. And I like to just grab curl clumps where they live organically and not really separate them if we're wanting to work with our natural curl. I'm going to leave a few pieces out around the face, just because I like the softness of that. You could absolutely pull those pieces back up if you didn't want to have any hair down in your face. If say you were going to be at a beach wedding or somewhere outside where you didn't want to have to worry about your hair blowing in your face. So again, we're just gathering our little clumps, leaving a few out around the front. I'm gathering about half of our hair up right now. So then once I've got it gathered in one hand, I'll take my fingers and just sort of smooth over and separate some of those curls to hide that parting that we had so that you no longer see this deep part that was in the front of the hair. So I'll do that by taking a curl clump from one side and kind of crossing it over, and then taking one from the other side of the part and bringing it to the opposite side. See how that sort of fills in that space and you don't see that parting separating anymore. So I'm gonna spin her around so we can see what this looks like from the back. Okay, so we've gathered sort of this half up kind of ponytail thing, right? We're gonna take this now and just twist it as if you were gonna make a bun and do kind of that one loop as if you were making a bun in your hair. And then we're going to take a pin like this. This is called a French hairpin, and it's just like a U-shaped pin. This curved side is the side that's going to be laying against your scalp. So we're actually going to come in on the opposite side first. Step around so that you can see better. And we're going to just gather some of the hair and catch it with the tips of that pin. Then we're going to take the pin, flip it completely around, and then just slide that right into the head. And then from here, we can just kind of fluff out these pieces. And you can get these pins that are like gold and silver. They're really pretty. They're jeweled. You can have them decorative and you can leave them out so that you can see them. Or you can go ahead and glide it right in and almost kind of cover it with your curls so it's not even seen. So we're just going to kind of cover ours up for today. We're going to use these ends here to just kind of softly fall over that and just fluff out some of the top curls. Then what we're going to do is gather up all of the rest of our hair, leaving out those pieces at the front. And we're going to gather that in a pony, and we're just going to lightly twist that up and give it one little loop there. And then we're going to take some bobby pins and just kind of anchor that in place. So I'm going to show you this with the bobby pin. See that little tip on the bobby pin there, that little angle? That's how much hair your bobby pin is supposed to hold. So I'm gonna give an angle where you can see it better. So we're not going to wrench open our bobby pin like this. We're not doing this and opening up our pins, no. I'm gonna keep our pin closed and we're just gonna loop it into the hair. So we're gonna take this little open little ski tip we have there. We're gonna scoop a little piece of hair from the side, rotate it, and then push it in. And we're gonna do that in a couple of different places along this little twist that we just made. And then where our fingers are pinching up here, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just scoop a little bit of hair into the pin, flip the pin over, and push that down into the head. And there you have it. You can see that was just 3 little pins, and we managed to hold this in rather nicely. So at this point now, we'll just take whatever little pieces we have out. If we want to leave them hanging out a little bit, we can do that. If you don't like the look of having these pieces sort of poking out on the sides, we can gather those and tuck those in. And we're just going to hook our bobby pin right onto that little bit of hair and just twirl it and push it in so we don't see it. I kind of love a little bit of pieces softly coming out with curls. I think it looks more organic with the curl pattern. So we're just gonna leave that there. The only other thing I would do is maybe just kind of soften out if you see the scalp there and just kind of cover that over. So now we have this for our look. And you could kind of smooth over these pieces a little bit so that they're a little bit softer. And there's our side view. And from the back on the other side, you can see just kind of the tip of that French hairpin coming out just to add a little detail to your style. And like I said, you could kind of pop that out a little bit more if you wanted to see it more, and you can get a fancier one than what I have here if you really wanted to see that coming out through the sides. There you have it. Nice simple style for you if you're going to a wedding or event and just want to be able to tie your hair up and work with your natural curls.